Zhang Yi's sharp reprimand froze Fatty Su in his tracks, the crossbow bolt suddenly feeling like a venomous serpent in his hand. His face drained of color as he realized his carelessness. In this brutal era, any item from an enemy could be a deadly trap. Under Zhang Yi's cautious orders, Fatty Su slowly placed the bolt on the ice and stepped back. Zhang Yi then enveloped the bolt with his spatial energy, storing it safely within his alternate dimension's isolated compartment. Inside that separate space, he carefully unfolded the white cloth wrapped around it, finding not an explosive but a handwritten message containing a string of cryptic characters. The group retreated to the shelter's infirmary, where Zhang Yi immediately summoned Zhou Kor for analysis. He emphasized the paramount importance of caution, a sentiment Uncle Yu echoed with grim battlefield experience. Though Zhou Kor initially doubted such extreme measures over a mere message, her professional testing reagents revealed a stark color change, confirming the presence of poison on both the bolt and the cloth. Fatty Su trembled with retrospective fear, while Zhang Yi's expression remained coldly unsurprised. He understood an enemy's mindset perfectly, as he would employ the same ruthless tactics. The cloth itself bore a string of characters no one present could decipher, prompting Zhang Yi to call for Yang Xinxin's technical expertise. He did not exclude Liang Yu, reasoning that concealment would only breed suspicion regarding the doomed students. Yang Xinxin identified the characters at a glance as a network address for contacting Yangsheng base. Assured by her confidence in managing the security risks, Zhang Yi agreed to proceed with communication. Liang Yu, her hope rekindled, pressed for immediate contact. Zhang Yi, however, laid down a stern condition for her involvement. She could observe but must not betray any overt concern for the students during the negotiation, lest it give the enemy leverage for extortion. After a moment of thought, Liang Yu agreed. The stage was set in the living room, with the others present as silent observers. Yang Xinxin initiated the call via her laptop, and after a tense 3-minute wait, a deep male voice answered, soon replaced by the cold, authoritative tone of Xiao Honglian, leader of the Yangsheng base. The negotiation opened with immediate confrontation. Xiao Honglian accused Zhang Yi of killing her men at the Hongyuan materials factory. Zhang Yi neither confirmed nor denied it directly, instead counter-accusing her base of capturing the Shujia town students. This indirect exchange served as mutual admission. Xiao Honglian's voice turned murderous, threatening Zhang Yi for daring to touch her people. Unfazed, Zhang Yi responded with a disdainful smile, mentioning that the last person to threaten him, Chen Xinyan, was now dead. He deliberately linked himself to the destruction of Xishan base, implying the missile strike was not a random event but something he had orchestrated, a calculated move to shatter Xiao Honglian's confidence and probe her knowledge of the higher-level forces at play. Xiao Honglian attempted to call his bluff, accusing him of arrogance for claiming credit for the missile strike. Zhang Yi's sneering retort turned her own question back on her, forcing her to consider the terrifying possibility that he had channels to such devastating power. Her tone faltered as the implication sank in. Dismissing her attempts to probe his background as a mere warehouse supervisor, Zhang Yi cut to the chase. He issued a stark ultimatum, warning her to face reality and back off, stating coldly that if he could kill one group of her men, he could kill another. His final demand, delivered with a glance toward the anxiously watching Liang Yu, was uncompromising: she must return the captured students to him. The direct communication between Zhang Yi and Xiao Honglian, leader of the Yangsheng base, escalated into a high-stakes psychological duel. Zhang Yi's calculated threat to wipe out her base only fueled Xiao Honglian's fury, leading her to slam her hand on the table in her own command center. Confident she had uncovered Zhang Yi's vulnerability through the captured students from Shujia town, she dismissed his missile capabilities as a bluff and counter-threatened to execute the students and send back their corpses. Observing from the side, Liang Yu grew increasingly anxious, silently pleading with Zhang Yi, who masterfully feigned a troubled and hesitant demeanor. This performance filled Liang Yu with guilt and gratitude, cementing her belief in his altruism. Zhang Yi then shifted tactics, proposing a negotiation for the students' release, which only solidified Xiao Honglian's conviction that she held the upper hand. Xiao Honglian, propping her legs on a mahogany table, savored her perceived advantage. She laid out her ransom demand, half of all the supplies Zhang Yi had secured from the South China warehouse, in exchange for the students and a clean slate regarding her cousin's death. This was both an extortion attempt and a probe into Zhang Yi's remaining strength post-Xishan base. When Zhang Yi flatly refused, Xiao Honglian coldly declared war was the only alternative, arrogantly suggesting she could form an alliance with the Chaoyu base to crush him. Zhang Yi responded with calm, lethal confidence, daring her to attack and promising to shatter her arrogance. He repeatedly urged her to return the innocent students, a plea that backfired spectacularly. The more he insisted, the more valuable the hostages seemed in Xiao Honglian's eyes, prompting her to vow not to release them but to torture them mercilessly, precisely because it would cause Zhang Yi pain. The negotiation reached its breaking point when Zhang Yi, in a final dramatic outburst, declared, "You're not allowed to hurt them. If you dare to torture them, make them suffer, I will make you pay a heavy price." Xiao Honglian met this threat with a dark, mocking laugh before abruptly terminating the call, her final tone leaving no doubt about her cruel intentions. In the aftermath within his base, Zhang Yi performed an elaborate charade of righteous fury. He slammed his fist, declared the situation outrageous, and announced an immediate, solo rescue mission to Yangsheng base, claiming he did not want to involve his comrades in such a disadvantageous fight. His performance was so convincing that Su Chunlei, Uncle Yu, and others rushed to physically and verbally stop him, warning it was a suicidal endeavor. Only Fatty Su, whispering into his ear, hinted that the act was going too far. Finally, Zhang Yi pretended to be persuaded, sighing and lamenting his broken promise to Liang Yu, who was left profoundly moved by his seemingly selfless and desperate efforts on her behalf. A look of relief crossed Liang Yu's eyes as she thanked Zhang Yi for his efforts, yet her smile unsettled the group. She declared her intention to find a place for her soul to rest and walked toward her room, ignoring the others. In the quiet living room, Zhou Kor voiced the fear that Liang Yu planned a solo rescue mission. Zhang Yi, puzzled, believed his earlier show of support had moved her, but Fatty Su bluntly criticized his acting as transparent and fake, a sentiment the others silently shared. Uncle Yu dismissed the captured students as burdensome freeloaders, reflecting the group's general disdain. Zhang Yi accepted the criticism, noting that defensive preparations were complete and Xiao Honglian's arrogance revealed her ignorance of their true strength. He tasked Lu Karen and Yang Xinxin with persuading Liang Yu, though Lu Karen doubted their success against her stubborn resolve. Alone, Zhang Yi coldly calculated that Liang Yu's usefulness would peak once the students died and her guilt-driven obsession shattered, allowing him to forge her into his sharpest blade. In her room, Liang Yu retrieved a tang sword acquired from Shishan base, having accepted the loss of her dragon's roar. As she wiped the blade, Lu Karen and Yang Xinxin entered, eyes filled with worry. Liang Yu calmly admitted she knew Zhang Yi's promises were largely false, yet she was glad he made them. She explained that abandoning her students to Yangsheng base would inflict a mental torment worse than death. She would rather die for redemption than live with that sin. Lu Karen, recalling her own potential guilt over Yang Xinxin, fell silent in understanding. Liang Yu gently touched their faces, entrusting their survival to Zhang Yi's care, and turned to leave. Yang Xinxin suddenly dropped her head, tearfully declaring that if Liang Yu left, she and Lu Karen would face punishment and lose the face to remain in the shelter. She pleaded for them to go together, to die together, so Liang Yu would have no regrets. The flood of information, Zhang Yi's high valuation of Liang Yu, the threat to the student's status, threw Liang Yu into turmoil. Her face flushed with the realization that Zhang Yi truly cared for her, and the heart of the 27-year-old woman began to flutter uncontrollably, rooting her to the spot.